Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here, and you are very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Are you feeling charitable? Then smash the subscribe button and the like button and the share button, and please do follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. Yes, wasn't it exciting yesterday, talking about Doctor Who with other Doctor Who fans, getting excited. Of course, there's always going to be this positive conversation and negative conversation. I don't think there's anything to really be negative about after yesterday. I kind of liked the two images we got, but the one I really did like about the Christmas special is this one. Now, there we see the 13th Doctor, Jodie, pretty much counting how long she's been. How long she's been there. I don't know if she's been given a sentence and she's counting down, or she's actually counting how long she's been there. That will be interesting, but I don't think she's been there that long, surely. Anyway, it's a great picture, and as I said on Twitter yesterday, it's great to see the Doctor messed up. It's something we haven't seen from this Doctor. This Doctor has been in control quite a lot, especially in Season 11. Season 12, not so much, which I liked as well. Just to say, I am a fan of the Timeless Child storyline, because at least it was an arc, at least it had a story, and at least it really kind of got the Doctor to ask herself, what do I know about myself? I thought I knew everything, but I knew nothing. It really is compelling in that sense, and I know people lost it because there's more Doctors. It means Hartnell's not the first Doctor, maybe. And then we got the whole mystery about the Doctor we met, played by Jo Martin, which we still don't know where she is and where she fits in, which is exciting. We don't need to know all the answers to that. They gave us another picture because there was this little convention yesterday, wasn't there? I think it the NYC convention or whatever it was. We don't really care what it was. So there you go. There's the three companions sitting at home. So as far as I know, they don't know that she's in prison, right? So they don't know where she is. They're separated from her. The Daleks pretty much invade, and they've got to deal with it. From that's basically all we know. Now, I will talk about what Bradley Walsh had to say, because I think it's very interesting in concerns to his future. But I will have. I'm going to give you my prediction for, is it the revolution of whatever it is, revolution of the Daleks, resolution, whatever they're calling it, right? But yeah, I believe. Obviously, the Daleks invade or something, and we've been told already that the three companions will have to deal with this on their own. Or will they? We know Captain Jack's in this episode. Worst kept episode in history. The BBC are happy for us to kind of know that without them officially saying it's so. But I believe they will have some help with Captain Jack arriving to help them. Because I think a lot of fan theories at the end of the season 12 finale was, Captain Jack's going to break the Doctor out and they'll all kind of stand together to fight the Daleks. I think this could be another Christmas invasion where we don't see the Doctor so much and we only see her in her cell, and that'll be it till maybe the final act. And I think it will be the companions and Captain Jack having to deal with this. I think that's very interesting, by the way. I personally like the Doctor to be front and centre, but it's okay if she's not. My main issue with this is, will this be another episode where Captain Jack and the Doctor don't meet? Is this what Chibnall's doing, like keeping them apart, and then ultimately tease us, then eventually they reunite? Or, my other theory has always been that Captain Jack will be a full-time member of the TARDIS team in season 13. That is kind of been my overarching suspicion. Now, I think Ryan is leaving, but Bradley Walsh said a very interesting thing, and I'm going to have to paraphrase because I can't remember what exactly he said, but he said season 13 is going to be great for every Doctor Who fan. Now, remember Bradley in season 11, talking about the new fans, embracing the new fans. That chat's gone now, obviously. Because they thought they were going to attract a lot of new people because they cast a female, basically. And that's not how life works, I'm afraid. You're either into your sci-fi and Doctor Who or you're not. It doesn't really matter who you cast. Obviously, David Tennant attracted a lot more young women because he was of a vibrant young guy, but he was also a great actor and a great version of the Doctor. So that captured young women's imagination. And plus, they wanted to shag him. Let's be honest about that. But anyway, I think with her, you can't just slab a woman on there and say, well, I'm a woman. Come on, girls, come watch me. That's not how life works, and that's not how entertainment works. Anyway, Bradley Walsh said this season 13 will be a great season for all hardcore Doctor Who fans. Interesting. Seeing this guy is doing Darling Buds of May, and we all kind of assumed, and I don't think there was ever an official announcement he was leaving, but he's teasing the new season, which means he's had a script, which means he is not leaving. I don't want him to leave. That's the one companion I want to stay. Now, in terms of Mandip Gill, I think there are some interesting elements to do with her. Again, I still don't believe they've given us enough of that character, right? With Yaz, I don't. Now, in terms of Ryan, it looks like he's leaving. The actor wasn't there during this kind of con or panel or whatever you call it. They were basically zooming from their own homes, basically. So they weren't actually somewhere. But it's a kind of panel, right? So anyway, he wasn't there. I know he's on some big American series. He may be busy filming. But it does look that he, after the kind of Christmas episode, I can't remember what it's called. Revolution of the Daleks, Resolution of the Daleks, don't know. Anyway, we carry on. So it looks like that's going to be Ryan's final episode. Will he die? Or will he just stay behind? It's going to be interesting what happens to Ryan. I think Ryan's definitely leaving, which at least leaves one space in the TARDIS for a new companion, or they may just want to. Now, originally, when we thought Bradley was leaving, it seemed very cosy for Yaz and the Doctor. Something I'm kind of dreading. Because if they have a relationship, it's just boring. And it's not because they're two women or anything like that. It's because I hate focus on romantic relationships on my dramas and my movies. I like things, deeper, grittier stuff to be done, right? So I don't know if Bradley's staying. I don't know if he's just saying that to take us off the scent, so we don't know he's being killed off or whatever's happening to his character. I hope he stays. And I do remember them announcing him in the Darling Buds of May, but I can't remember anyone saying he's leaving. I don't know. Is he leaving? Isn't he leaving? But when someone turns around and starts teasing the following season, it seems that he is not leaving, and I hope that he's not leaving, because he's a good character. He's been the one companion that has been interesting. Again, they should have done a hell of a lot more with him. Now, in terms of the companions being separated on the Christmas special, I think this is a great moment to at least focus on them and develop their characters. They've been very, very underdeveloped. Season 11, I thought Bradley Walsh's Graham was beautifully developed by Chris Chibnall. I thought he didn't put a foot wrong in terms of developing that character. But I think what happened with season 12 is, because of the Timeless Child arc, the focus had to be on the Doctor. So it was very difficult to develop the companions. Now, we did have a few kind of bland fillers, didn't we? That would have been a perfect place to develop those companions. I know that Yaz got a little bit of development in one of the episodes, which was really good. But I think when I look back to what RTD did and Moffat did, those characters developed via the personality and the connection to the Doctor and their own arc. Yes, Russell's and Stephen's companions had their own story to tell. That's how they were developed. And they were integral to the Doctor's story. These companions are not integral at all unless something comes out later on, right? Who knows? One of them can actually be a future Doctor, seeing there's so many versions of the Doctor out there. Of course, we don't know what's going on with the Timeless Child arc. I don't expect that to be focused on in the Christmas episode. They will mention it, but I think season 13 will pick that back up again without question, because that story is not done. It wasn't completed. More questions than answers. I think, did the Master corrupt the Matrix? Is she actually the Timeless Child? And Ruth. Who is Ruth? Where does she come in the timeline? Very interesting questions. And of course, is Ruth going to be the next Doctor? If Chibnall is to continue, I would see no reason why that shouldn't and couldn't be the case. I have no issue with that either. So at least we've got some Doctor Who to look forward to. They were lucky that they were able to do the Christmas episode before lockdown and all of that. But they are going to go to work very soon on season 13. When will that air? It's a difficult situation, isn't it? I think airing, you're looking at maybe if we're lucky, the end of 2021 or maybe April 2022. I hope that's not the case. They may have to split the season, but I mean, if they're if they're starting now, and I don't think they've had any delays in filming. So I think in terms of that, if they start nowish, they'll definitely be finished before the end of 2021. So that can air at the end of 2021. Or look, I'll be honest with you. I prefer the old schedule of starting in April like Russell used to do, finishing off 3 months later, coming back for the Christmas episode teasing the next season. Russell had a great structure. This is why he's the best, New Who showrunner ever, because he knew how to do the stories and develop the show, but he knew what he was doing behind the scenes as well. It was a great structure. Not just him, Judy Gardner, Phil Collinson, they were a great team, and they all had their gifts. So this is the problem now. You never know when the next season of Doctor Who's going to hit. The plan seems a bit mixed up right now. But anyway, I do expect season 13 of Doctor Who to come out at the end of the year. Anyway, what do you think about what was revealed yesterday? Are you disappointed there wasn't a trailer? I didn't expect the trailer. The BBC made it abundantly clear this was about, looking back at the past 2 seasons. And that was it. We were lucky to get the 2 pictures. So I'm not too fussed about not getting a trailer. Would I have wanted to see a trailer? Would I have rejected a trailer? No. But anyway, let me know what you think about what's going on right now with Doctor Who. For me, in terms of season 11, it's much better when you go back and rewatch it than it was on the first watch, because it was very different. Season 11 is a very torn down, blander season than we've seen before. But it is interesting if you go back and give it a watch. Season 12, I thought was really, really good. Apart from a few bland fillers, I thought it was an improvement in terms of the excitement level and developing the Doctor's character and posing this whole question, who are you, Doctor? Because in the past, for 50 years, that's been asked. And she thought she knew the answer. But now she doesn't know the answer. More questions and answers, not just for the audience, but the Doctor as well. Comment down below, like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back with more Doctor Who videos in the months and days to come.